Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Dom still has not showed up, so hopefully sometime soonish he will. Until then, we are gonna keep on keeping on. So yeah, we are in meeting room still. So what was the last point? Was it us just trying to figure out if we're gonna have the
Yeah, we're waiting for Otto to get in.
ah right okay. Uh,
So like maybe if it takes a minute, does it take a couple
It
minutes?
takes a minute.
Okay. Then maybe okay, so Ozenkon's gonna go back to doing what he was doing before we interrupted him. And I'm gonna go stand over by Cecilia and be like, you were trained for this stuff.
when I was a kid.
You don't remember any of it to help?
I mean, I can offer advice. Some.
Yeah.
Well, like Black Serpent tactics are not.
Can we just blow it all up?
I mean, that's one option.
Well, it depends on your,
like there
it
to be
depends
a
on your
city
objective,
left?
right?
Right.
Um,
No, yeah. I think, yeah. So what she actually says. So I think so our goal would just be to get in and get that artifact taken care of.
Yeah, it sounds like if my brother's right, the rest of the city will sort of stop being cursed if we can get to that artifact and destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
can you
Which
make a
I
history
should
check for
ask-
me, Lily?
I can.
Which I should ask him.
I'm not
what
good at it, but I'll
destroys
try
that.
it.
Okay, yeah.
That's a decent
You
roll.
remember a very specific battle that the Black Serpents were involved in fighting the Border Princes
Uh-huh.
in the Highlands.
Well, I do remember a time when we were fighting you.
So, hello. Basically, what happened was, there was some like fortress or something like that. Like there was some very specific. We need to kill this person or this entity. You think it was a king, maybe a prince. You don't remember.
Uh-huh.
And basically, what they did was they got all the like cheap, shitty troops they could. Like basically a lot of like fodder, like light infantry, poorly trained, and had them attack something completely inconsequential. And then like the elite troops came in and just decapitated the enemy leadership and left. And that was how you guys won that fight. Was the bait, the hook inside the bait, the kill.
Wait, so
Basically draw as many of the enemies off as possible
oh,
and then destroy your target with
Got
like extreme prejudice.
okay. So like send troops to other things where they would be like, "Oh shit, we got to defend this stuff." And then we come in with like a small task force basically.
And it makes like theoretically it makes sense that just the like you and your like chosen like elites could go into the catacombs based on the information you currently have.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's what I was
them.
thinking. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, like if we can if we get in the catacombs, we'll be fine with like a couple just strong duders
and for that more bodies is probably better. Like more shitty troops.
For
so
like
they can draw the majority of the undead off, and then you go in with like 8 people.
Right.
Would be how your father would execute this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then we don't even need them to like destroy the forces up top. We just need to get them away from wherever we decide to go into the entrance, and then once we're in, they can just fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Well, then the issue becomes getting it out if you have to.
Yeah, I guess ideally we take care of the artifact, and then it just solves the entire problem.
I think it's always good to have a backup plan, but yes,
I mean, yeah.
you don't want to put all your eggs in the "we got to destroy this thing" basket. You know?
Does anyone have a wish spell?
I think everyone chuckles. And that's about the time. Otto, do you explain what your idea would be to the rest of them?
I think so. Yeah, just like yeah, kind of that. Like if we can, it sounds like it sounds like the best option is for us to get a small group in to take care of the artifact. If we can draw them away, I probably don't go into too much detail about this. Is what I remember my dad doing. Just I offer that as an option, just as like I don't say what reminded me of. I just like a potential option is blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I think Ozagon picks up on it though. Is like, there's a bit of your dad in you, isn't there?
You don't have to say it, but yes.
No, that's sound battles tactics. I'm impressed.
Do you think that the undead would respond to that? Or are they...
They seem very stimuli-oriented.
Okay.
Scout reports certainly imply that they're aggressive.
Yeah, like they...
Okay.
And your experience certainly implies that they're aggressive.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the ones that we faced, and then just as it from what we've heard and seen in general, it just, like, if we can get them... Because it seems that they don't have thought process, but they have, like, impulses, I guess. Mm-hmm. Like, so if we can get them, like, on a thing, like, oh, hey, look, there's a thing you can go whack with your sword or whatever. They'll go try to do that. Mm-hmm. If the orcs can get them away and then fuck off, they'll look around and then be like, oh. They're basically guards in a video game. Yeah. So we just need them to see something, get an exclamation mark over their heads, go check it out.
They're very dumb AI. They really are.
Yeah. They're just very basic AI. We just need to distract them with something, and then they'll forget about it, and then just do whatever.
I saw something.
Yeah, must
just be my imagination.
Must have been the wind. Walking back.
I must be going crazy here.
Walking back with an arrow in their neck. Must have been the wind.
About when... Keep running so I can stab you in the back. And that's about the time that Otto arrives. He's not in shackles anymore. His hands are bound, but he's not in shackles.
Cecilia just kind of like very slowly goes for her amulet.
Like holds up his hands and his like fingers are all like laced together. It's like nothing's gonna happen.
You know people can lie, right?
I'm very aware.
Okay, just
but like his like hands are bound like this.
Yeah, no, I know. Just like I don't. He's a weird warlocky person, so like.
He would only be able to cast something that has a verbal component at this point, because he has no material things on him.
Does he have a verbal only spell? I'm curious.
Oh shit!
He's the whole. You know, whatever.
Are there verbal only spells? I don't even know.
There are a couple.
Probably.
They aren't very good, but they exist.
Oh, maybe
most spells require both, verbal and semantic.
I don't trust him right now, so I'm not gonna do anything unless he does something first.
That's fair.
I'm just ready. I'm just ready. He hasn't done anything to show that I can trust him yet.
Mm-hmm. Is anybody confused why he looks clean and shaven?
I think everyone just doesn't care.
Okay.
Kinda?
I think everyone's like, this is weird, but okay, whatever.
Cecilia's like, what?
I mean, like I would notice, but like no one's saying anything about it.
Super small. Like it's so bright up here.
Yeah. Like I probably notice. I just like nobody else is reacting, so I guess it's okay.
I was told
Maybe
I
they
was
cleaned him.
summoned.
Yeah, Otto. Could you continue to be somewhat helpful? Maybe answer a few questions about the state of the city?
What do you want to know about it?
Well, come here. I have a map, and
Comes over.
we're mostly interested if what are they? The underground,
The catacombs.
the catacombs. If the catacombs were unblocked during the siege event.
The catacombs are where the Wasserman forces made their final stand.
Okay. Well, that's actually very disheartening. There's going to be a lot of bodies down there then.
You'd be surprised. We buried a lot of our dead. There weren't that many of them left by that point.
Yeah, but this undead thing. I mean, I kind of assumed it wouldn't work on really old bodies. So, like, if they were in the tomb already.
I don't know.
But if you're saying that the forces made it all the way down there, then there's people in that space. And they're going to be animated.
Most likely.
Are you saying that the entries to that space are still closed off?
We didn't mess with them.
Okay.
We fought until there was no more resistance, and then we left.
Could we get in the way that we came out?
Into the city?
Through the sewers?
Theoretically, I don't know that much about the sewers. You probably need to cross the ground just like we did. The last stand was made in the Elven Lair. It's below the sewer system.
Mm-hmm. Can you show me the space where you made that last stand? And I'd like to see if it's kind of correlating with the space that Taman said the artifact was at.
He like looks at it and he like kind of like frowns. And he like tries to point.
I point for him.
He like ends up moving your hands with his.
Okay.
And his skin is like unnaturally soft.
Okay.
Like silky almost.
Okay.
And he moves it. And he points your hand at the at like a large like a cistern.
Okay.
It would have been part of the Elven Lair. Maybe it's a cistern. It might also be like a big hall. It's hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the Elven ruins, their uses are kind of ambiguous. It's like this is either a cistern or another thing.
And is that near where Taman, in the region Taman said would probably be the...
It's very close, yes.
Okay. Odo.
Yes.
I need to get into the city here. Having you with us would be very helpful.
I'm gonna roll something real quick. What is his +7? Okay. He can't hide the fact that he's shocked and very excited by this prospect.
So you'd be willing to do this with us?
I think Ozenkot's like, whoa. Easy.
So he wasn't able to hold back that response then?
Nope.
So you're saying it was automatic?
Oh,
Nope.
fuck!
That's a good one.
Oh.
That's a good one. That was worth saving. And he just looks at you kind of weirded out.
Odo does?
Yeah. Well, Ozenkot does, and Odo does, and
I think
Timon does. And
everyone is.
Everyone does!
I don't really. I'd do just about anything to get out of the cell, but
I may be remembering this wrong, but doesn't he have a pact with the person that did that?
no.
That's the Lich Lady, potential Lich Lady.
Valzarketh didn't.
His is
Valzarketh
the
was actually trying to stop the Lich. with
Night
the-
Hag that attacked us.
Okay.
The one that killed, the one that's only killed your friend.
Oh, good.
He makes a face and is like, "Oh dear, I shouldn't have said that."
Should not have said that. Should not have said that. Yeah, definitely want to work with someone that works
I don't
for
like
her.
my patron any more than you do.
I formed a pact with her, so.
Odo, would you be willing to submit to some form of insurance as a sign of good faith, and to help the others be more
Define insurance.
well, and I look to Ozenkot. I mean, there were those earrings that I've seen in use before. I don't know what other things along those lines you might have, or I'm familiar with a spell called Geas. I kind of look at Tamond. I think that one would potentially keep everybody safe.
Geas?
I don't know. It's pretty up there, I think. I think it might be a level 7 or something.
What?
Tamon's level 10, so I don't think he has access to it.
So, what do the earrings prevent exactly?
Disobeying of orders.
Yeah, when they disobeyed, then they got heavy.
Okay,
and pinned you to the ground.
You would probably want to make sure you explicitly told him not to remove the magic from those. Because that's what I did. So.
You removed the magic?
From hers.
Oh. Okay.
It just letting you know it's doable. So.
I actually don't think Geas is in this version of D&D.
What?
It is. It is. I know it is.
What?
Let me look it up. 5e Geas. Magical command on a creature. 5th level enchantment. Takes a minute.
Can you spell it for me?
Lasts for 30 days. Geas. Bard, cleric, druid, paladin, wizard. Oh, cleric. That means you.
It's a 5th level enchantment.
But it's a 5th level enchantment. You're not there yet.
Yeah. I need probably a few more levels. Yeah, actually, I would need exactly 4 more levels, I think.
However, I do believe Tamond is.
Heyo. Yeah, if he's level 10, he should be able to do 5th level stuff.
Yeah.
For 30 days?
It's for 30 days. If the creature
Refuses, they
acts in
take
a manner
5d10.
directly counter, they take 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions, but no more than once per day.
Should you give it a suicidal greater wish? Yeah. I think he like looks at you for a second and is like, I would accept a Geas charm.
And it would be just a simple, you're not allowed to kill anybody that is in our retinue, and you have to help do the getting
Everybody
into the
make
city and stuff.
Cecilia, can you make an insight check for me?
Yeah, huh? Fuck.
Never mind.
Am I able to make an insight check?
Sure.
Okay.
Fuck.
There's that low roll.
Nope. All right.
Supposed to be good at that. Damn.
So, pretty straightforward. Nothing that you wouldn't already be doing. It's mostly to show that they don't have anything to worry about.
Looks like Dom's gonna be coming in a second.
Okay.
I just told him to join. I'll just fix the cameras when he pops in.
Okay. I think Damon's like kind of just looks at you and just says, "This will take time."
Mm-hmm.
I don't like doing this spell, but I'll do it.
It's a consenting. He's doing it for the.
You are aware of how creepy this spell can get, right?
I am. That's why she's trying to make it this. He's actually consenting to be doing this thing that he would otherwise already be doing, and it's just to make everybody else feel safer.
And you do realize you can issue any command as an action, correct? Like as a player?
Is that at any time over the course of this, or is
basically
it during
basically
the
what you can say
initiation of
is
the Geas?
basically what you can say is serve me unerringly.
Right, but that's not what she's having be done.
Specifically, what are you having?
It's the command is only at the time the Geas is cast. That's
right.
the only thing he's bound
How
to.
broad is the command?
The command is to not kill or act against, I guess. Act harmfully against Andrella or anybody that is working with her to this end in Icon.
And I think Taman says, I want you to write this out.
Uh-huh.
I want you to look at every possible way this could go wrong, and I want you to be prepared for it.
Okay. And so is it a single command, or can it be like a doubled command? So like, don't kill people and help us.
A better command would be, if they wanted to do that, a better command would be follow the orders of me, Cecilia, and Echo.
I don't think she'd be okay with giving that command over to Cecilia and Echo.
And then follow my orders explicitly.
Odo, would you be comfortable with that?
Okay, there we go.
I think he
promise
just looks
not
at you.
to order you to do anything horrible. Well, yeah. Other than kill undead, which is maybe kind of horrible.
And they're undead.
I don't know how gross it's going to be to kill them.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Because that's very because
15.
okay. Let's make a wisdom saving throw for him. What's his wisdom? +1? Yeah, not very good.
Testing.
Hi.
Yeah,
You can't
sounds
see
good.
me yet.
Okay, let me plug in my thing.
Yeah, it totally works. And he just like, okay, yeah. I'll do that.
Okay. Taymond, I guess, yeah, make it be he follows my orders. The things that I say explicitly. What I tell him to do.
He starts casting a spell on Otto to force him to serve Andrella undyingly.
Andrella's not entirely comfortable with the direction this took either.
Happens.
It's the only way to guarantee that he won't like run off.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, is to say serve her unerringly.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Smooth?
Someone had jury duty today. Other pharmacists is in Disney World.
Just a lot of stuff going on.
I thought our pharmacist was about to get in a fight tonight.
Oh dear. You ready for some? You ready for some action?
It's the
Hello?
perfect good day to throw my life away, or character life.
Are you guys still there? Am I still connected?
Yeah.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. My internet just reset itself.
Oh.
Oh,
From
that was
thunderstorm.
quick. Well, we're good.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
yeah, fine.
So Echo. So we leave the scene of the like chanting to cast a spell on Otto. Everyone in the room looking very uncomfortable with this because this is kind of fucky.
Wait a minute, is Otto the warlock guy?
Uh-huh.
There's a lot that's happened since you've not
we're
been
gonna
here.
have like a level 11 warlock following us around now.
Uh-huh.
Well, technically speaking, he's a CR7.
So level 10 warlock.
Yep.
Yeah, huh?
I know my levels to CR conversions as a GM.
So
So
will
we
that-
cut from this?
So what will that mean if something happens to Andrella?
Something dark side, something.
Basically, like,
Bad things.
yeah.
Let's put it that way.
This one echoes like, you know what? I had nothing against you, bro.
You're not here.
No, I'm talking about the time when Adela dies, and then he goes
Right.
no one's there to keep him on his leash.
Well, either Andrella dies or we get there and the lich or whatever is like, yo, so I have my own mind control spell. Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Well, that's when I turn into a mole and I dig my way out of there and be like,
Later.
That works for you.
You have to take speed as a mole, which is kind of cool. Cut back to Kill Team. So you return to the camp, having just delivered the bomb.
okay. The question is, do the ships turn around after the explosion?
The ships start loading up and leaving.
Okay.
Everybody's getting out of here.
And what are the slaves doing? The ex-slaves?
They appear to be leaving.
Oh, okay. I wait till everybody's like gone, and then like that's when I guess I'll meet up with the ex-slaves, be like, hey, there's a mighty good fort over there.
Oh, you gotta deal with Kill Team.
Oh, we gotta do
first.
a kill team. Okay.
Yeah. What are your orders for Kill Team?
We blew up a ship. Everything's in chaos. So have the slaves started revolting, or are they just leaving?
They're leaving.
Oh, they're leaving. Oh, okay.
They're leaving.
Well, I look over the kill team like, well, guys, mission accomplished. They're leaving.
So I think Slim Jim just walks up to you and just like holds out a hand and is just like expecting to get paid.
Oh, I give him.
No, see, now you're going to get missions from other people that are actually going to pay you.
Okay,
I'm going to tell you about. I'm going to tell all my friends about you.
I give him a. I use one of my exotic herbs to make a aphrodisiac, kind of close to Viagra, but the medieval version of it.
So you give him medieval Viagra.
Yeah.
He just looks at it. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck's this?"
I whisper into his ears, "It helps you with the ladies. Help you long time. Think about it.
boss, this is great, but I gotta be honest.
You are trying to
And
pay him
also 5
exposure.
gold.
I kind of want money.
Okay, I give him 5 gold. Let me mark it off my sheet. And I give everybody else 5 gold.
Everybody else wants drugs too.
And drugs. Okay. I kind of like size them up. Like, you look like a
So you give everyone drugs and
5 gold.
5 gold.
Oh my god.
And they're like, I mean, I guess there's no loot, so that sucks. But okay, yeah, sure, let's go.
Well, after they leave, I'm gonna take over the fort and name it the Seaside Raven. So there's a fort.
Sure. Someone just like looks over at mom and he's like, "Can we have a fort?" Yeah, we want the fort.
Okay. Remember, you gotta listen to the leaders from the thing because they have your
Yeah,
back.
that's fine. We just want the fort.
As long as you use this flag, as I pull out the flag with the raven on there on flame.
They're like, yes, they like take it and they just like all go running for the fort.
I think I did a good thing. Echo like nods. Also, spread the word of the Pharaoh Knight and what happened today.
Sure thing, boss. Kill team. Just, like,
I guess we have a fort.
they have a fort now.
I guess I hit up and catch up with the slaves.
You catch up with them like as they're like coming out of their like magical trance that was making them not fight the dark elves as they left.
Yeah.
And they just all like look at you like, what the fuck? Where is it? Where am I? Last time I remember I was at the bottom of a
I
ship.
give them some cured meat that I have.
There's like 40 people here, easy, if not more.
Yeah, I probably have some stack up. They're probably going to burn out my rations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a strong guy. I can carry a lot.
Do you take them back to the city?
Oh yeah, I take them back to the city, and I explain. Remember, who freed you?
Mm-hmm.
Pharaoh Knight.
So as you're processing into the city, you see a long column of people entering from in the distance.
From the other side.
From the other side, like you can see them from where you are, but they're like they're coming through a different entrance.
Well, my first priority is getting these people back to their safe homes.
Okay, so you're gonna spend the morning kind of doing that.
Yeah, like I use the rest of my healing to fix up all the people, like some lesser restorations or those that are like fatigue. Get some of them some good berries. Use the rest of my cure meat. Make sure they're fed. And I make sure they spread the name of Echo the Pharaoh Knight, their freedom from captivity.
Sounds good. Cutting back to the end of the meeting where we did something really creepy to a guy with his mind.
I guess I'll see the Honcho at some point and tell him a status report.
Okay. What? So yeah, at some point, so around this time, Echo arrives. Basically.
Hey, I free some slaves.
So let me tell you what you see. You see a large map with like battle plans drawn up on it. Andrella and Cecilia and Vonna standing there, and a bunch of people looking nervously at Otto, who doesn't have his hands bound.
I look to Otto and I nod. Then I look to Cecilia. Then I nod. Then I look to the Princess Aldrea as I tap one step back as she swings on me. And then I look to I guess the big cheese is like, we have a fort now. It's by the river. I blew up some boats. They left. But the people have been returned. It was a good day.
I'm impressed with all of you, if not a little confused.
Oh yeah, and also I made a flag for the thing as I pass out the backups of the made flag. That's the thing. I got 6 guys out there watching it right now.
We'll send some more to reinforce, but thank you.
Yeah, I gave him some money and drugs. The standard protocol.
What? Oh, okay.
I think he just like blinks at you for a couple seconds. It's just like, what in the world has happened? And he goes back to turns back to you and is like,
It's a good
any
day.
it was a good day. You were very productive. Any more thoughts on how to? Any more thoughts on the forces you want to bring to Icon?
Do we think that?
Otto, you're also battle strategy person. And I explained to him the situation between the two types of forces and ask him if trying to go back through the entrance that we came out of and come up inside the city to maybe be closer, or traveling across the city, or if there's something else, what his suggestion might be.
Either way, you're going to need. He looks at the map. He says, "Either way, you're going to need some type of distraction to get close.
Okay.
Air cavalry will not be effective at doing that."
Did you say you need a distraction? I know some guys.
Echo. Just a minute. Ozenkhan, I think that the 3 ground troop forces are probably going to be the best choice then.
I'm more than willing to let you take this Blazing Ravens squad as well, or what have you.
I'll decide if they're
2 of them are explosion
trained
expert.
enough to be able to work.
They
At a
did.
certain point,
Thank
you need
you.
bodies.
They did take a
Yeah.
fort.
We did take a fort. I mean, we blew up multiple ships.
I mean, to be fair, only Echo took the fort, but whatever.
Yes. So beyond that, Otto just kind of like scratches his head. I mean, like he like kind of like looks really relieved to scratch his nose. But he hasn't done it in a while.
Sorry, was
It'll-
Otto saying something?
Yeah, it'll all depend on. It'll depend on a lot of things.
Do you know what the artifact thing source is at the center?
He makes a face.
Otto.
He was like, "Oh shit, I didn't want to have to talk about that." It's the face he makes. Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's a ritual site.
Okay, so we have to deface some drawings and paintings and
Destroy the focus of the ritual.
okay. What's that?
Yeah.
A corpse.
A corpse. All right.
Whose corpse?
The commander of the defense.
Otto, did you do this ritual?
Yes. I intentionally made mistakes. But yes.
Okay.
You have to remember, I just spit out a skeletal hand before this.
I get it. I get it. If you made mistakes to attempt to push back against it, then that's again showing that you want to be opposing this. So it's fine. And like, it's clearly not fine.
I think he's aware
There's
of
no
that.
insight needed for that. It's clearly not fine. She's clearly not fine.
Are you going to be able to do this?
Just
I've
the
seen
body.
her soul. I've seen her soul. It's not there, it's elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a body.
Okay. All right. Echo, you ready to be a strike force team thing again?
Echo the Feral Knight is ready.
Good. Glad to
I'll
have
need
you.
time. I'll need time to gather the levies, and I suggest you take some time to prepare.
Yeah.
We will be able to deploy the forces in a couple weeks, possibly,
Okay.
perhaps a month, if you really wish to take your time preparing.
Are we planning to travel with all of the forces until we split up, or are we going to leave at a different time?
Otto raises his hand. If I'm right, it's not a good idea to not. It's not a good idea to travel in a small group in that area right now.
Why?
When I botched the ritual, what should have stolen. He like you can see the Geas working on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's very clear that he wouldn't have told you this
Right.
because he's a little bit ashamed about it. The spell that would have stolen your soul created this undead light instead, and as a result, the problem is spreading every time someone dies in that area.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Well. Okay. Ozan Khan. When are you gonna be moving your forces?
I'll be taking my personal guard in a month. I would like to move sooner, but that's the fastest I can get all of my levies in check.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I am already sending detachments from lands further to the south.
Mm.
How big are these detachments?
The largest of them is little over 1,000. There were about 8.
Otto, do you think that size of force would be sufficient for safe travel until we get to the point we can split off?
That size of a force would be dangerously large. A few hundred people would be pushing it. I think 3 platoons would be more than enough.
Okay.
I don't advise the 6 of us traveling alone in this situation.
We won't be. We're gonna have the forces and we're gonna go with a detachment.
I misunderstood. I thought you wanted to leave alone.
Okay.
That was
and wait for our forces to arrive.
Previous conversation that is no longer at play.
Okay. You can see him like starting to say something and then like stopping.
Feel free to speak.
The city's a mess.
I imagine.
Not just with reanimated corpses, but with incorporeal undead.
Incorporeal undead?
ghosts and shadows and wraiths.
How did those get made?
The corpses were animated once the ritual was completed, and then the ghosts started appearing.
So it wasn't part of your original intention.
My original plan was to make as many mistakes as possible. And I think I made a very, very big mistake.
Okay.
If you have magic weapons, now's the time to use them.
Okay.
If you have money to purchase them, you should.
Okay. This is good to know. Thank you. She kind of smiles a little at him, trying to help ease him.
Like, he's like stiff as a board. You took him from one type of prison to a completely different type of prison. Like, he doesn't even really have permission to lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Or to, like,
I
not
think-
say something.
Yeah.
Are we pretty set on this then? Go with the 3 groups of forces. Head to Aiken and...
That's about 120 people in all. 3 platoons.
In our group? Okay. And then we will coordinate to travel with one of the detachments.
Mhm.
And I guess we'll probably travel basically all the way south until we would cut west.
That seems seems right.
Wherever there might be a passage into the mountains, the best for
Mhm.
being able to get to Aiken quickly.
Yep, seems right.
Oh yeah, MTO.
Yes.
As they're talking, I'm over studying the map.
Yes.
Apparently, I can memorize maps too, not just places I've been.
You memorize the map of the troop movements.
Hmm.
If that ever becomes relevant, remind me you memorized it.
There we go.
We also have a very intricate map of the city itself.
Yeah.
This might be a little early to think about, but it's weighing on my mind, so I figured I would bring it up. What's the plan for after that?
Well, oh, right, Taman. Well, and Otto. Destroying this corpse, is there going to require special effort?
I think your brother is just looking at Otto like pure hate.
Yeah.
In a
Yeah.
way that you have never seen before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Is Otto still like? So is Otto like not saying is like Otto like resisting saying these things because like he's embarrassed or like that he doesn't want to say it? Like what? Like can I insight that?
yeah, please.
Okay. Fucking fuck.
I'm going to tell you what you observe, and you can draw conclusions from there. How's that?
Sure.
He clearly doesn't like answering Andrella's questions. He clearly doesn't want to say things that will hurt her.
Okay.
The why is uncertain.
Okay. I'll say something afterwards then.
I think Taman just says something in Abyssal.
I speak Abyssal.
It's a complicated word.
Uh-huh.
It's a word that has multiple meanings.
Uh-huh.
It's it speaks to the concept of a being that is marked for great and terrible things. Like, but it also implies like a brokenness, like like a perversion of something that was supposed to be something different.
Uh-huh.
Can you make an Arcana check?
I can, yeah.
Damn it! What the fuck?
No.
How about a religion check?
Sure.
That's better.
There you go.
That's better.
Oh my god, these rolls.
The word is Bodok.
Bodok?
Bodok. It is it is what happens to a body that has been desecrated and its soul ripped out.
Uh-huh.
And it is not a very good thing to have to deal with. Like these creatures are harbingers of doom.
Is there any implication of what we have to do? Or like...
I'd bring a magic weapon.
So we just have to destroy
Kill it. You have to kill it.
Okay.
And so he says Bodok. And Otto just nods.
Yeah. All right.
Would
Wait,
anyone
Taman?
like...
Taman says Bodok?
Taman says Bodok.
Okay.
And Otto just nods. Would anyone like to try to stop Taman from killing this guy right now? Because Taman just like starts to like lunge at him.
Hey, no fighting in the war room.
I definitely jump in to stop him.
See, Lily got that reference.
Yeah, make a dexterity check.
Oof. Is this like
I'm sorry.
acrobatics, athletics?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay. 11.
I think you're able to get in between him, but he elbows you really hard in the face as he's like trying to get at this guy.
Mm-hmm. Do I take damage?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, what?
I take 23 points of damage!
You take 4. You get elbowed real hard in the nose.
It's like the elbow that auto crits in the head 3 times over, just bam.
Well, see, it was the people. It was actually the people's elbow.
The people's
Oh, that
elbow.
makes sense then. There you go.
Yeah.
I think I just start yelling Taven's name. I'm like, Taven!
I reach to the princess. Tag me in.
I think he just takes a step back and just looks at Otto with like pure hatred, and then just turns to Ozamon and just says, Ozan Khan, and just says, "I would like to be excused." And then he leaves.
Yeah, I was saying things were just getting interesting.
Yeah, as much as...
And I kind of glare at Otto. I don't understand what's happened. I don't know what a Bodok is.
As horrible as this is, we need him.
Pretty clear. Yeah, but I glare at him. I'm like, what did you do? Make him mad. Like, I don't understand exactly what's happening, so I'm mad at both of them.
I made something.
An abomination.
I made something terrible. And we're going to have to kill it.
And abomination's abomination. Yeah.
I don't deny that what I did was monstrous.
Okay, so we have to take care of that. Say we do. Say all of this is. Say all of this is successful, and we take care of this. All the undead will just go away.
In theory.
I look at Andrella and then, what's the plan for then?
I mean, if all the undead stop, then I mean, the city's. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of bodies that should be taken care of. Those people deserve. They deserve some semblance of rest.
I think keeping their bones from moving is the best we're going to be able to have time for.
But I know that you want to go home.
I can't deny that.
No, she's talking to Cecilia.
Yeah, who cares
Oh.
about
It's Cecilia conversation. Cecilia was asking what to do.
Right. Yeah.
after
I'm asking after, like,
Yeah.
say we finish and it's all good. Afterwards, what, like, are we gonna? Yeah. Cecilia has the same problem I do, which is like being very clear about what she wants to happen. So she's being very like, what's the plan for after? Remember
Well, I
the
know
thing
that
we
you
talked
want
about?
to go home. And I'm pretty sure things are already changing, but I have to get to Lucy Benedict anyway. Traveling that direction is just as good as any.
Okay. Thank you.
And I say, you see me say orc, and I'm their bodyguard in orc.
I think Ozengong just kind of like nods, like, "Oh yes, good observation." Weirdo.
Was that Stu or bodyguard?
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard. Yes. Okay, that makes more sense. Yes.
Stu or bodyguard. I'm Stu.
I am
Okay.
Steve.
I'm learning
That feels
Orcus,
like a good
so.
place to go
Yeah.
Why am I
Cool.
getting so many pings? Oh my god.
All right. We're going to take another short break, do y'all thing, and then we're going to come back for the final part of tonight's episode. Thanks for hanging out, and see you in a little bit.